leather gloves, we're slapping in hands. Popcorn and peanuts, we're working the stands. Pink cotton candy, love on a stick. He's chasing the deer, the trick of the lips. Play ball, play ball. Load up the bases and smack it right over the wall.
Play ball.
Play ball.
Hello, everybody.
Welcome to Laughter Saves Lives
Live.
Live. Well, a little interesting start to this show. I thought
Yes.
John was going to be there. How you doing? I am Rich Walker, and this is
Roseanne Sorrentino.
That's right. We're doing a little something different tonight. We're in a different studio.
We are. This is exciting.
And we have an empty chair here because we got some,
We have some
terrific guests.
Guests. It's
Come
very
on.
exciting.
So, hi guys.
Hey, there he is.
Oh, it's fun.
Let me bring John in so we can do this the way he wanted to. So
Okay.
hold on a second.
Let's rewind.
Yes, Bobby, take Rich and Roseanne out, and let's bring up the big boss with the hot sauce.
No, that was fine. I didn't want to cut them off. Welcome to Laughter Saves Lives Live. Let's bring back Roseanne and Rich. It's their show tonight.
Well, there we are.
Oh, you look
that's
so good, John.
I am feeling good. That I wrestled some alligators today. I wrestled them.
Yeah.
That's
there's
a lot.
a
Yeah.
lot of alligators and sharks in the water here, but I'm out there with my kayak.
Wow.
'Cause
And
I'm
you already had
brave.
sailfish stuffed.
Yes.
Is that yours?
So it's good
They're
to
all
see you.
in a hotel room?
We're staying in a condo right on the water in a retirement community, so to speak. It's not
Yeah.
officially retirement, but I was sitting at the pool and I'm like, wow, everyone is old here. And then I realized I was as old as half of them.
Yeah. It's scary, isn't it?
You're nowhere near
It
the
is.
villages, right?
The where?
The villages in Florida?
I'm in Key Largo.
Okay, good. Because if the villages, you just, step the wrong way, you get an STD in those places.
So who are you down in Florida with? Yes, that's funny. Who are you down in Florida with?
Paulie is here and my sister-in-law and brother-in-law.
Nice.
We're
Very
all
nice.
staying in the same condo here, and I'm making everybody crazy. You know how I am.
Yeah.
So,
So you're sporting a fancy hat. Where is that from?
well, I bought it here. I'm going to be honest, but it's Key West, right?
Oh.
0 miles. Key West. What's funny is, I was going to talk about some of this at the end of the show.
Right.
But one of the things that's funny, I'll end with this, and I'll let you guys take over, and I'm going to I'll talk to you later. But I rented a bike. Okay.
Yeah.
Now Key Largo is 100. Leo, how many miles? 100. 90 miles from Key West. Okay. So I rode the bike one morning, and I'm going to come back here, do some comedy shows with Rich Walker and Roseanne.
Good.
And we're going to bike from Key Largo. We're going to take 3 days to Key West. Okay, 90 miles. We're going to do it. I believe. And then when I went back and I math quested how far I rode on the bike, it was 3 miles. I was like, all pumped that I can do this. And I rode 3 miles on the bike. That's it.
Wow.
I'm tired.
You
All
went
right,
all
what?
and
Let
you
me let
pushed.
Let me let you guys do your thing, banter up front, and then I'll come back in later. I just want to ask Teresa one question and
Yeah.
Bobby one question when you guys are done with them.
Well, you're more than welcome to stick around.
Yeah, really. I mean,
I'll stay in the waiting room. And if you need me, you call me.
Just
All
so
right,
you can
sounds
sit
good.
there and go, wow, they really need me.
We do.
Yeah.
We need them.
Here's the gift I bought for my 6-year-old grand. That's it.
Wow. What is it? A shark?
Yeah, it's a shark pen.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. All right. I'll see you later.
All right.
All
Enjoy.
right. So Butch will tell me when we'll.
Yeah.
We'll break.
So I'm
Okay.
a little jealous. He gets to be in nice, warm Florida, and
Yeah.
we are here with the freezing rain.
It's cold out here,
It's
right? Now, do you have
cold.
any connections at all with Florida? Did you ever go down to Florida?
Oh yeah, I've been to Florida.
Any family members have a house down there?
I have a stepsister who lives down there.
Oh, that's right.
You met
That's who
her.
I met at a fire department.
Yes,
Yep,
my
yep.
father actually lives down there.
Oh, nice. What town is he in?
He's in some weird town called Weirsdale. It's like,
wow, was that in the middle of the state?
in the middle of the state. It is the
Alligator
hottest
Alley.
It is the hottest city. He's got a huge piece of property.
Yeah.
No pool.
Oh.
I said, I'm not coming back here.
Does he live in a community
No.
where there is a pool?
No, he lives in just a house in the middle of brown grass because it's so hot.
How is that even possible? Even Walmart has a pool inside. I mean, there's a pool
I
everywhere.
don't even understand
Yeah.
why you want to live there. It's terrible.
But how did he find that? Did he win it?
I think he lost a bet. I'm not really sure.
Well, when I was a kid, my mother had a house in Florida, but we went down there. I don't know if you remember in Westbury, next to where Nathan's is, there was a big Florida home there, all multi-level roof and everything. So my mother goes, I love this. We get down, they wine and dine us, take us to Florida. I went at that time, my girlfriend and her and me. And they wine and dine us. We lived it up. But they show us just an L-shaped ranch. She's like, this isn't it. So they're like, no, this is our new development. And she goes, I wanted what's up there in Westbury. So she ended up, we rented a car and went out at night. We had to sneak around. And she found a condo. She moved right in it and was there ever since. So,
that's nice.
But it's really nice. Port St. Lucie was nothing then. Now it's built up big. And
I said I'd never go to Florida, but the older I get,
it feels better, right? You don't like the cold, right? You know what?
Might not be so bad.
Roseanne, I just started wearing this year flannel, and I was like, I'm not wearing that. Like, look like a lumberjack. It is so cozy.
It's so
like,
cozy, right?
I
know.
Old, I wear gloves like all the time.
I know. Getting old is terrible.
Yeah.
And then the bad part about being a woman is, you get old, you get cold, and then you have a hot flash, and now you have all these heavy clothes
really?
on.
You're going through that.
Well, yeah, you keep going through it.
Oh, do
it
you?
never really stops 100%.
Oh, wow. See, my son, like he's 17, he just goes and waits like in this weather, a t-shirt and like sweatpants. I'm like, how do you go out? Like, aren't you freezing? And he's waiting for the bus, and it's like,
it's cold.
I can't even throw my garbage out outside. It's like so cold.
The kids come off the bus. They're in t-shirts. They're in shorts. I'm in a coat, a scarf, a hat, gloves. I'm freezing. I'm looking at them, and they're like, "What, miss? It's not cold.
Yeah,
it's snowing.
It's not cold.
No, miss.
Oh, they say miss. Now, are you one of the ones that go home and after work and you nestle up in a blanket in front of the TV?
A heated blanket.
Oh, heated.
Fireplace. TV.
Our house has weighted
a glass
blankets.
Of wine.
Yeah.
That's
the fuzz
the life.
underneath the blanket, the blanket with the fuzzy inside.
No, this heat, just crank that bad boy up. And
but that's a weird kind of thing because it's got like all the wires in it, you feel.
You don't really feel them, no.
Yeah.
No, and then the dog loves it, so she curls up on my lap, and then she likes to be covered with the nice
Then you can't even
blanket.
get up to go to the bathroom.
Can't get up, can't wake the dog, can't bother the dog.
Yeah.
So,
yes.
So what do you got going on this weekend?
This weekend, well, tomorrow night I'm in like Oceanside performing a charity event at a Sons of Italy or Knights of Columbus. Before you asked, I should have looked it up.
You probably should have.
Yes. What are you doing? Are you working?
I do have a show Friday night at the Sound Avenue Bistro in Riverhead.
Nice. So come out and see that. Did they sell out yet?
I don't know. I don't know. So that's exciting. And then Saturday I'm getting a massage.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never had a massage ever in my life. Ever.
You haven't lived.
Really?
You haven't lived.
I've received it for Christmas and I never used the certificate.
Oh, no.
I don't know. It's creepy.
And I go to the Asian foot spa, right?
Yeah,
so it's not a real massage place, and it's like they're doing acrobats on your back. It's I swear to God, they're standing on you and jumping around. But
really?
Wow. You just feel like when you leave.
Well, I had one bad experience. Somebody told me that you need to get a massage. So for my birthday, I treated myself. I went and I got the massage, but it wasn't the massage place that you would think at. And it was very embarrassing because it was like this cute little Asian girl. And we were in a mall kiosk. So everybody
out in the middle
saw
of the
it.
mall.
And yeah. It ruined the experience.
Yeah, it's got to kind of be private.
Yeah.
You know, you have a room and they bring out the hot stones and it's really good. It's really good.
So, but that's that. So anything new happened this week? What's going on?
No, we are, I am.
Yes, and what?
I'm 11 paychecks away from retirement.
Yeah.
That's how I'm counting it.
Oh, good for you.
11.
That's great.
It's better than saying, you know, like 100 days or
now,
something.
what are you going to plan on doing with your retirement?
You know,
Work at Walmart, the front.
I was thinking
front
maybe
door?
more like Home Depot greeter.
You know, oh, that's fun. You could do that.
Yeah, I like to talk to people.
Sell solar panels as soon as you walk in.
There you go.
So,
2x4s.
and we all know this. Roseanne was in the major motion picture Annie.
I was.
And today she was Pepper, one of the orphans in it.
The orphan.
And today I looked up on YouTube. I wanted to tell you this. And it was the only 50 seconds of Daddy Warbucks scene. And it's called the Denial scene, where he sings, "It'll be fine." Whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm not kidding you. I was in tears going, 40 seconds. I said, I'm going to tell Roseanne later this. It's hysterical, but it's such a sad scene when Annie's going off with the new parents. Yeah.
She never really leaves in the play.
Oh, she doesn't?
No.
Oh,
They never get her. They never get her out of the mansion.
Yeah. Well, they had to do the effect for.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's
television,
Hollywood. They had to make it, you know.
So my son was Daddy Warbucks in Annie Jr.
Yes.
And he couldn't sing, so we had like singing coach lessons before, and he sang beautifully with Annie. In the play, it's with Annie. They sing, she sings her verse, he sings whatever.
Right.
And it wasn't a dry eye in the house, and it must be the wording in that.
Oh, it's definitely the lyrics.
Pulls at the heartstrings, right?
Well, I will be trying out a new role in middle school this year.
What are you going to be?
I am going to be Cruella de Vil.
Oh, in the 101 Dalmatians?
Yes.
Is that the name of the show?
Junior. 101
Dalmatians Junior. Is it a musical?
Yes, it is.
Wow, I
yes,
didn't know it.
And it's funny, one of the students came up to me the other day and he said, Miss, you're playing Cruella?
Yeah.
I said, I am. He says, I'm one of your henchmen.
Oh, that's great. But didn't you do the casting?
No.
Oh, that's
no. I just show up for the rehearsal. I learn my lines. And
hey, there's Butch.
Hey, Butch.
There I am. So, believe it or not, before we go to commercial, before we take a break, John would like to come on screen, and Alex is going to show our upcoming show flyers.
Great. I want to see them. Come on, John. There he is.
There he is. He's back.
I've just been doing a lot of work this week on the shows and the flyers, so I thought it would be easy for me just to rip through them.
Yeah, let's see what's coming up. Tell us.
Let's see what's coming. If I can read them, I'm going to read them. Let's see.
Okay.
All right, and I'll tell you a little bit about each show. Rich is on some, Roseanne.
Look at that.
This is next Saturday the 4th. This is Rich and Roseanne opening up Comedy Therapy Comedy Club in Newark, New Jersey. Tickets are still available. Go. And Alex is on it too. Holy crap.
Look at that.
Alex is in our
studio right now.
Shore House, Long Beach, February 7th.
That's the one I wanted to do. That's the
free show. Rich Walker did the show a few weeks ago.
I did.
It was $5 and people came. They felt they got ripped off. Now it's free.
Look at that.
Next. Cat 6. This is our big fundraiser in Belmore for a local family. The child has a rare disease.
Yes.
February 10th. The tickets are going. I'm up to 85 now.
That's good.
110. Rich Walker is headlining that show.
Wow.
And that show is $25 until Rich gets on stage. Next.
If people were angry with the $5, wait until they pay the $25 to see me.
I agree.
We're not going to mention any more prices. No more prices.
Yes. March 9th.
Love
March 9th, we're doing a show. Where is this show? Bart's Brigade. I am totally confused about this one. Oh, York, Pennsylvania. I have yet to hire comics for this show.
Oh.
If anybody's available in studio, let me know. All right. Next. Alex,
I don't even know the date yet. March what? 9th?
March 31st. Oh, that's not it. March 31st, American Legion, Post 1424. Back in my old stomping grounds, Forest Hills. These guys are great. raising money for Laughter Saves Lives. And here we are with the Green Lawn Fire Department. Look at this show. Two headliners, Keith Anthony and Tom DiDario.
Wow. I did that last year for you, right?
Yeah, they wanted stronger acts, they said.
That was where Jim then why are you doing it? Jim Mendrinos was on that, right?
I'm just on the picture. I'm not.
I can't take you seriously with that hat.
Okay.
I am serving
Bye, John.
dinner.
Bye, John. Bye,
All right.
boss.
Thanks for coming on, John.
See you, boss.
All right. We're going to be back right after these messages brought to us by Barasch and McGarry, lawyers for the 9/11 community.
Yes.
Let's go.
If you spent time downtown on 9/11 or in the 8 months after, you were exposed to toxic air and may be eligible for compensation from the $10 billion 9/11 Victim Fund. But most people who qualify still haven't claimed what they're entitled to.
I worked downtown. I didn't die. I was an office worker. I felt like there were others who deserved the money more than I did.
A major reason people haven't claimed the money they're due is guilt. They feel guilty claiming funds when others died or were first responders.
I heard there were 9/11 funds, but because I wasn't a first responder, I did not apply.
You do not have to be a first responder to qualify. This fund was created for everyone who worked, lived, or attended school south of Canal Street, who may have experienced or have experienced respiratory illness or any of the 68 cancers linked to the toxins. Even if you have a family history of cancer, there is a presumption linking most cancers to the toxins.
I thought it was too late to make a claim. My spouse worked downtown at a bank and died of cancer. Honestly, I just haven't felt up to it.
The government's $10 billion Victim Fund and Health Program have been permanently extended. You just need to have been below Canal Street on 9/11 or at any time in the following 8 months. To see if you qualify, call or go to 911fund.com to speak to a representative of Barasch and McGarry, lawyers for the 9/11 community.
There are many reasons people who are eligible for compensation are not stepping up to claim it. To those who are holding back, I would say just take the first step. Ask for help. Make the call. It's not too late.
I called and I qualified.
I qualify.
I qualify.
Millions of dollars remain unclaimed. You do not have to be seriously ill to qualify.
All right. Welcome back to Laughter Saves Lives.
Yes.
Live. All right. Well, listen, we did a lot of banter up front, and we had John on already. We're going to bring up our first guest. What do you say?
I love our first guest.
Yes,
love
we
her.
all do. Our first guest is the host right here at Strong Island Television of her own show called Tea Time.
Yes.
And we're going to bring her on now. Teresa Farrell, everybody. There she is. Teresa, we thought you were going to be in studio with us.
I could have been, but I was told to StreamYard in.
Oh, okay. That's
we had a chair for you and
we
everything.
We had a chair. Look, this is.
They're just putting a lot of space between me and Rich.
Yeah. So how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
And how is Tea Time doing?
Tea Time is doing great. I'm celebrating next month 4 years at Paramount Studios with Strong Island Television and a total of 5 years doing Tea Time.
That's great. Congratulations. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work.
Especially Teresa. When I was on her show as a guest, the research she did, my own mother wouldn't even known half of that stuff. I mean, it was like crazy. And you made me look famous, which I appreciate. You know, I was like this big celebrity.
Oh, stop.
Maybe I am. I don't know. But
how many hours do you think you put in a week to get ready for your show every Monday?
Question.
Right?
Yeah, Mondays at 8:00. I put in quite a bit of hours. I do. I try to do a lot of my research on Sunday. I'll do a lot of it on Sunday, and then I'll do even more on Monday, the day of. And then I do a lot of editing myself when it comes to writing. I'll do 2 or 3 rewrites. Yeah.
You see, John LaRocchia, the host of this show, Laughter Saves Lives Live. puts about 4 minutes of research before we go. He goes, Richie, do you know anything about these guests? And I go, I don't know. He goes, oh, you didn't do your homework. He's yelling at Butch the whole time, the producer of the show, going, you have to give me the info.
You know, a lot of my guests, they'll ask me, you know, do you want to send me a Q&A or do you want to go over anything? And I'll be honest with you, I like to keep it very organic and authentic. I like to learn. I mean, obviously, I know a lot about the person before they come on my show, but there are things that they'll share with me and my audience that, you know, I want to hear with them together.
Right.
Right. Yeah, it takes a little bit. There's like an element of not surprise, but you know, it does.
Was on my show too, and we had a blast.
Yeah, more spontaneous, fresh, right?
Yes,
not
fresh.
Rehearsed.
Yeah.
So, and in addition to that, you're acting like a mad woman.
I am so trying. I'm you know, 2023, I can feel it. It's going to be in my bones. I can feel it's going to be a great year. I'm actually going back to Philly in April to film my second season 2.
Yeah.
I'm filming episodes 1 and 2 of Recipes for Love. And that's it's a sitcom, and Daniel Baldwin is in that with Nick Totoro. And I'm hoping to have scenes with them. I won't know until I get the script. Then I'm also doing another movie the end of that month, and I have another movie that's scheduled for September. I'm working on I have a lot of, you know, like I say, it's like throwing spaghetti up against the wall and see what sticks. Like I have a lot of things in the works, and then, you know, and then you have the money, you have to have the money to make it. And then once you make it, then you have to see if you could get it distributed and where it's going to go. So there's so much involved in this.
Right.
Well, there really is.
I'm sure you're going to do it. And I hope so, because it's a cameo appearance by me.
I'm gonna do something, you know, it's something's gonna give. That's how I feel.
And it's called, what's the working title?
It's called Recipes for Love.
Wow. Now, do you cook? Are you a cook?
I play the next door neighbor, Rhonda.
I get it. So you're Rhonda on the show, but do you, in real life, are you a cook?
I do cook. My husband comes home to a home cooked meal every night.
Wow.
Work. I cook every night. He supplies my medical benefits, and I cook.
That's nice. I come home with Wendy's.
You do?
Chinese is as close to home. No, my wife cooks a little bit.
Yeah, no.
I eat cereal.
I cook
Oh, that's sad.
It's not. I don't like to cook.
The single life.
I just by myself. If I want to eat. If I don't, I don't.
Listen, you know, when I was a single mom for 7 years,
right?
You know, working 2 jobs when I lived in Queens, and there were nights where, you know, sometimes she'd get a Happy Meal and I'd have a bowl of cereal. I mean, it is what it is, you know.
Yeah.
And it's all good. It's less dishes that you have to wash.
Absolutely.
Especially if you get the paper bowls.
I'm telling you, I save so much money living alone now. It's great. I don't have dishes. I don't run the dishwasher. It's great.
Look at that. Only wine glasses you have to
Only
wash.
wine glasses. That's what I have to wash.
Oh, speaking of wine glasses, here you go.
Oh, I'm jealous. Look at you. I was going to bring my own wine tonight too, because I knew you were going to be on, but I was like,
Actually, a Cosmo.
Oh, that's
good
nice.
for you. Good. Well, we have water.
I'm not driving.
So, what else? What do we have to look forward in your new season?
Well, I have a lot of wonderful guests that I've been talking to and working on.
Good.
Jackie the Joke Man Martling, I saw him a few weeks ago with you at a governor's holiday party, and Jackie did virtual the first time he did my show during COVID, and he wants to come back in studio. So
it's better in the studio, I think. A little, it's more fun.
There's nothing like in person. I've been talking to Donna Pescow, and if you remember Donna Pescow, she was in Saturday Night Fever.
Oh yeah,
she's the one who wanted to get with John Travolta. I've been talking to her. I've been talking to Vincent Spano. He's been on Law and Order. I've been talking to a lot of people. It's just a matter of locking in dates, getting them on. I'm hoping to get Richard Pryor Jr. back on. You know, some people that I've had on 5 years ago.
Yeah,
you know, bring them back and let them either come to Paradise Studios or, you know, or we'll do virtual. I have 2 shows, you know, a lot of people see I'm doing the acting, so they don't ask me to do comedy too much, but I actually have 2 shows in March. I have to plug them.
Yeah, let's hear.
One of them I'm actually producing with my girl, Kathy Arnold, and that's going to be on March 4th in the Giggle Room at Governor's at 7:30. And then the following week, I'm doing Ann LaPuma's show, which is a fundraiser, and that's on the 11th, also in the Giggle Room. So I'm doing two shows.
So buy your tickets. Go now to Gubs.com.
Yeah, get your tickets now. We're hoping they both sell out.
Gubs.com. Yeah.
And more exciting news, Murdered by the Mob, which is the longest running off murder mystery show in Manhattan.
Yeah.
Is trying to find a home on Long Island and still do the city, but I actually found them a place in Queens. We have a tentative date of March 30th. We have to sign contracts.
Right.
Once they're signed, then I will announce where it's going to be. So people from Long Island or Queens or Brooklyn or wherever can come see Murdered by the Mob in Queens.
That sounds like fun.
Oh, that's fun.
Now,
it is like going to an Italian wedding. You eat, you drink, you dance, you sing, someone gets whacked, and you got to figure it out. And it's very, very interactive. Very interactive.
It's murder mystery.
Yeah.
In dinner theater.
Yeah, it's awesome. You get dinner and you get a show. It's amazing.
That sounds like, what date is that?
Love it. It's tentatively March 30th.
All right, we'll look out for that. Good. That sounds like a lot of fun.
I'll post it once it's official.
Good. You are so busy. Yeah. And I remember Teresa when she was in an off-Broadway show called Bat Boy about the Yankees Bat Boy. Where did anything happen?
We're doing that in Floral Park on March 31st.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, we're doing that too. And we're supposed to do 2 days in Florida, but I'm not too sure yet. That hasn't been confirmed.
Right. So if you're a sports fan out there or a plays, this is everything.
Yeah,
so much fun.
That's fantastic.
And you don't have to be a Yankee fan to see the show. It's really an inspirational story about how a kid from the Bronx who really should have ended up dead or in jail like his friends and his cousin.
Right.
Steinbrenner was his fairy godfather, made him a bat boy, put him on the field, changed his life forever. He's been with the Yankees 50 years. Ray's celebrating his 50th year this year.
Unbelievable story.
Yeah.
John's back on. Hi, John.
John LaRocchia.
Teresa, you said something about this is going to be your year, but I know, and Rich and Roseanne know your backstory.
It has to be, John. I'm not getting any younger. My uterus is going to fall out soon.
I know, but you've overcome so much that you are making it. This isn't going to be your year. Like you're doing it. You know what I'm saying?
I am.
You are doing it. You're awesome.
Right. Thank you.
You're an inspiration. You're total
journey, not
inspiration.
the destination.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
And you mentioned you're going back to Philly. You're going back to Philly?
It's supposed to go back to Philly in April.
So am I. Yes.
Wow.
I'm going to go back to Philly for a cheesesteak. I haven't had a Philly cheesesteak in a while. Richie said, you're so busy. And then he said, I remember. And I thought he was going to say, when you were friggin' lazy. He goes, you're so busy, but I remember. Keep up the good stuff, and hopefully we'll get out to see one of your thingies.
Thank you. And you wanted to ask me something? Did you want to ask me something?
I just want to say how wonderful you are and how inspired I am by you.
I love you. I love working with you. You know, you and I did that little spoof, that little Italian.
Thank you.
Oh, that was so much fun.
Everyone talks about it. They love it.
And you said you're organic. Your show is organic.
I try to keep it organic.
And Richie's like, we do research, Rich.
I know we do.
We do some research.
But to say we did research is not funny.
Yeah. All right. Well, Teresa, good luck with all the projects.
Thank you, Teresa.
Thanks, Teresa.
I love you. Thank you for coming on. Bye. All right.
When do you guys do research?
Thanks, Butch.
The only research you do is you read the
like
the
show. Like it's.
You don't even know who's going to be on tonight.
People at home don't need to know that. Like, that's so.
Yeah, can I just say something, Butch?
Yeah.
Of course you can. You're the boss.
I'm gone 1 week. You lost the studio. All right, gone 1 week. You had Teresa as a guest. You didn't even have a come-in studio. You made a StreamYard from home. She's pissed at us, I can tell.
We haven't even have a
studio. And our next guest is somebody that you really worked hard to get. He's sitting in the other room.
I did. I worked very hard to get him.
He's behind the wall right now.
Yeah, but he's the man behind the wall. He's like the wizard.
Yeah.
You don't see what Richie and I see. Lately, Alex is running the show, and Bobby's checking text messages out in the other room the whole show. And looking at YouTube.
Very important text messages.
All right.
Well, take a break, and
we'll come right back with our new guest. Correct?
That's right.
All right. We'll see you in a few minutes. We'll be right back. All right, we're back with Laughter Saves Lives live. And if you notice, we have a special guest in the studio tonight.
Very exciting.
Yes. This gentleman sitting next to me is the founder, CEO, creator. I mean, we are sitting in a studio that is unbelievable. I mean, from every angle you look. And Bobby Lasara's right here. Give it up for Bobby.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate being welcomed on the show. It's only been 5 years since I've been involved in the show. So,
and this is the first time you're on?
Well, Butch, he didn't know who to call, and, so killed two birds with one stone. Got somebody on that's never been on in 5 years, and it was an easy call, so.
Yeah. So we are in Paradise Studios. This is Strong Island Television. I'm sure you at home, they saw many of your shows that you have. You produce a lot of shows here, quite a few. And it's Teresa Farrell's show, Tea Time, is here. Right. We have our show. Tell us a little bit about what we do here. So people at home.
All right. So basically, the studio does everything, but our main thing, we do mostly broadcasting. So we have television shows, we have some radio shows and podcasts. We run about maybe 20 individual shows per week.
Wow.
So we have a lot of programming, and we're just building the network. So we have the Strong Island Entertainment Network, which is, we have platforms on Roku TV and Amazon Fire TV, along with all the social media.
Right.
So, and then we have a dozen of our shows are actually on Optimum Cable TV. And
right. They televise. Right. It's amazing what you've done here. And you also, on off nights, well, not off nights, but you have an open mic here on Friday, which is not televised.
No. It's not televised.
But the talent, I have to say, I walked in on Thursday where it was musician night. So if you're a musician out there and it's an open mic, but you're coming in with some heavy hitters, I couldn't believe it, actually.
So Thursday, so basically we broadcast from Sunday through Wednesday night, and then Thursday I reset the room, and every Thursday night for the past 5 years we do a live concert and an open jam. So we feature a Long Island band for an hour, and that ends up going on one of my shows on Optimum.
Right.
And then at 9 o'clock we have musicians and singers and bands and players, and we just jam out. I match people up. So if you're a bass player and you come alone, if you're a singer, so we match people up according to the list. And it's kind of like an open mic, but music. So open jam for music, open mic is open anything on a mic.
Yeah.
So on Fridays when we do the open mic, we will have comedians, we'll have poetry. We'll have spoken word. We have a couple. Sometimes we have some book readings. We do some trivia once in a while, and then when all that's done, we get into karaoke. So it's pretty fun night.
That's amazing.
How did I not know about all?
I don't know.
Look at this.
You need to come one Friday.
You can
night.
come on a
I
Friday
definitely
and
do.
work out, because I've seen your material and you want to work on it. So I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
A couple weeks ago, we had Tugboat Manny.
Right.
We had John Santo, Dr. Harry Friedman.
Nice.
We had a great night. There was so many.
That's amazing. So not just comedians is what he's saying. You could come down. No, I'm kidding. I love all of them. They're great guys, good friends of mine. And even if you're not a musician or a comedian and you want to come in, sit with your friends.
Yeah.
I mean, the admission is super cheap. What was?
I charge a minimum $5 donation.
Yeah, but you know
if you
what,
want to come in, drop $15, $10.
Yeah.
We can. I really don't ask. It's not like I charge admission, but we could use
it helps
help.
the
It's
cause.
not a money making night.
Yeah,
I do it because I love live entertainment. I have nothing but respect for musicians and people who can get on the stage and perform live. Anybody can record and edit and do all that stuff, but I have the utmost respect for entertainers, people who can get on the stage and just entertain live, whether you're playing an instrument or you're doing comedy or whatever. So it's a love thing that I have. Just last year, we put on 45 local Long Island bands.
Wow.
So we are a place, a venue where bands can get exposure. We do stream live the Thursday night, not the Friday. And it's two good, really good nights.
And this studio is not your only claim to fame.
No, this is, I originally come from music. So I spent my whole life in the music business, starting out as a DJ, and I ultimately produced about a little over 100 productions. 8 of them have charted in the Billboard sales and club play, and one of them sold about 2 million copies.
Look at that.
But the music business is not the same anymore. We went from selling $15 CDs to 0.006 cents a stream.
Right.
So years ago, when an artist went platinum, they sold 1 million copies. You figure $15 million, even if the record company took most of that, they were still millionaires.
Right.
Now that's worth about maybe $10,000-$15,000
Oh my gosh.
in royalties. Big difference.
Wow. I didn't know. Go ahead.
You getting involved in film?
I am getting involved in film, yeah. So just doing the TV for all these years, and little by little just editing and starting out with simple edits and then just building and building. And now I'm actually, I produced and edited a live production of a one-woman play, and I just did a short film. And I'm working on an animated series for children. So
hey, Bobby.
By the way,
tell everybody yes. Huh?
Butch, that's called research.
Oh, very good. Yes, I noticed that. Bobby, talk about the 373 awards you won.
Oh wow! Yeah,
I did not win.
All of a sudden, I'm very nervous talking to Bobby. I didn't know that I was in this presence.
I'm concerned because I don't know what Alex is doing in the control room. Like there's so much going on.
I think he's
Alex,
learning.
are you looking for something? Did Butch send you to tell you to find something?
Do people at home see that?
No, they don't. But I'm like, what's going on behind the scenes here? So
I didn't know my hair was green.
Well, it's just a tint of green.
Oh, I got you. All right. Like
it
the
looks good on
Joker.
you.
Like the Joker. So this is great.
You don't want to talk about the awards you won? Tell us about the awards.
I'm not really sure what awards he's talking about. I think he's talking about the possibly award I won for the Long Island businessmen a while back with Kings of New York for Schneps Media,
right?
Which is the Long Island Press. So that may be what he's talking about. We had a nice event, and they basically celebrated like 20 local businessmen in Nassau County that are making an impact on the community. Yeah. So I won that award. So I think that's what he's talking about. But 300 awards, I know it's a little bit of an exaggeration.
Well,
hey, at least you won an award. Good for you.
Yeah.
A lot of people go through their whole life never winning an award.
That's true.
Roseanne, you've never won an award? Not even a Tony for Annie?
That hurt, Rich. That hurt. That went right to the heart.
I think
right
we should make a Strong Island TV Awards.
Oh, I like that.
And then every year
I could
give
win
everybody an award.
Everybody gets an award. Oh yeah, well that's the way we do things now, right?
Exactly.
Everybody gets an award.
What do you
we'll
want
give the
title?
Roseanne Sorrentino
There you go.
participation award.
The co-host,
what do you want to name
substitute
it?
co-host.
Yes, the substitute co-host substitute. That's like me.
You're more the substitute.
I'm more the substitute.
By design.
Yes. So tell us, what do you want to name the award? This is a good idea.
I don't know, but I think we should actually have like a bunch of awards, like, best new show or, most creative show. We could make up like a whole bunch of categories and, best talk show host, best podcast. And we could do a little voting with the community. And we could probably do I would like to do that. Nice yearly event before the end of the year.
John, what do you think about that? That sounds great.
We could start by holding it at the Comac Motor Inn, and then when it builds, we could go to a bigger hotel.
Comac Motor.
I was driving by Comac Motor Inn the other day, and they had a sign. I'm not making it up. It says, "We now have Wi-Fi." Who's going there to do their work on their laptop? I mean,
multitaskers.
Multitaskers. I go there to get work done, just to get away from the kids. I'm in the room. I'm like, yeah.
Nice.
So anyway, tell us what else? What else is going on here? What's coming up?
We are actually remodeling the studio.
We're going on the major renovations.
We're all going to be in the big room here, and we're setting up 4 studios. So we have Studio A. Studio B is being built right now. That's going to be that whole corner. That's all coming down where it's going to be absolutely phenomenal, state of the art. And then Studio C is the sexy set we have over there.
I see that with leopards. You can't see it yet.
And this will be Studio D, the stage. So we're going to have our studios are all going to go all around the perimeter of the room. Cameras are all set up. So we go from show to show. And we got the green room being built back there. And we moved our little manufacturing / store in the back. So
Right. They have a store. And you also do embroidery. He is a jack of all trades.
I'm just trying to make a living. That's all I'm trying to do.
Well, you put your eggs in a lot of baskets, right?
I'll be honest
right, Bobby?
Today's
Butch is over there.
Nobody calls me my name. He calls you Butch, and you call me Bobby.
I used to call you.
I called him Bruce.
Bruce,
and then you heard me a couple times.
I could,
and then I stopped calling him Bruce, and then you continued. That was funny. Because I don't know, he was. You know why? Because when he used to pop on the screen, he looked like Bruce Wayne. He was like really close in the shadow. So I don't know. I got this Bruce in my head.
How do you feel about that, Teresa?
Teresa.
We're messing. Are you paying attention to the show?
I'm paying attention.
Teresa is still there. John is still there. I mean, why don't we bring everybody in? I mean, I don't know.
We're going to take a break.
Yeah.
So we can
bring everybody in.
Get Bobby out of there, and we're going to bring our comic for the night.
Oh, all right. Let's bring him up. Look at this.
I don't see a comic.
We have a comedian tonight.
We do?
Yes. You didn't know this?
We're going to go to commercial,
and
then we'll bring our comic in.
The quick message from.
All right. We'll be right back.
Yeah.
Put your phone away. We're having dinner.
Hey, guys.
Hi, how you doing?
What can I get you?
You guys want appetizers?
For some reason, I just got a craving for smoked meat.
Well, you ordered something already. The menu hasn't changed. You looked at it 3 times.
I don't know what I want yet.
I wanted chicken, but I think it's blackened, so I'll have a burger.
How'd you like that cooked?
Medium.
Do you have any specials?
Specials? Boss, what are specials?
What's the matter? You don't know the specials?
Look at this smoke.
What smoke?
We gotta get these dumps clean.
Nah, they're fine.
You know what? We're just gonna take our order to go, okay?
In business since 2003, MCN Duct Cleaning is the result of many years of research and continuing education, realizing the need to provide a safer and cleaner environment for families on Long Island. MCN services both residential and commercial properties by cleaning dryer vents, fireplaces, HVAC systems, and so much more. This not only improves air quality, but it could also reduce your energy bills by making things run more efficiently. So, if you want to make your house or business safer and cut down on your bills in the process, give our friend Matt over at MCN a call now.
Is that steak well done?
Maybe call a little bit sooner than these guys did.
And
All right.
we are back. I like saying it. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. It's all yours. Take over.
I like saying it.
Good. So we're back with Bobby Lacera and me, Rich Walker. And we are going to, is there anything else you wanted to tell us what's going on before we bring up our comedian?
Or no, I would just like to say if anybody needs anything recording wise, whether it be voiceovers or commercial, if they want to record something, if they want to do a podcast, a TV show, just anything recording, just hit me
TV
up.
commercials,
Absolutely,
whatever
hit
you
me
want.
up if you need advice, if you want to find out a price on something. If you're
do.
curious, just give me a call.
Right here, Paradise Studios.
Paradise Studios.
All right. Well, I think it's time now that we bring on our guest comedian.
I don't see a comedian in the lineup.
I don't see anybody either.
That's very odd.
There's some guy with a funny hat, and that's kind of funny, but I
Who's
don't
the
know.
comedian?
All right. Well, our guest comedian coming on tonight, you might have seen him on this show at one time or another. He is the president and CEO of Laughter Saves Lives himself. Yes, he's hysterical. Let's bring on John LaRucchia. There you go.
Wow, he's added to that.
There's one eye of the Johnny Plug looking over Bobby's shoulder for the last 10 minutes. He's sitting right there with his one eye. It looks hysterical.
Yeah, look, it's it.
So I'm in Key Largo, as you guys know.
Yeah.
It's a now this is kind of funny. You're not allowed to leave towels at the pool overnight. There's a lot of rules. There's a lot of rules in this place, right? But if you open the window and peek out, because I get up early at 6 a.m.,
right?
People are sneaking to the pool to lay a towel on a chair. Then they go back and go to sleep and come back to the pool at 8:39 and they have their chair reserved. Is that crazy? So I went out.
That should not be allowed.
No.
I switched up towels my third day here and just watched and sat by the pool as they came out. It was kind of funny.
So, John, you had a condo?
Yeah, we rented a condo in Key Largo.
In Key
Beautiful
Largo.
condo. We took Paulie here. Here's Paulie. Paulie's on vacation with me, right? There she is. See her?
Well, I can't see her. We're adjusting the. There.
Oh.
Hi, Paula. There she is.
So,
look at how in love she is with her husband.
Paula likes to do the touristy stuff.
No, she doesn't. No, she doesn't.
Who wanted to go on the glass bottom boat? Paula wanted to go on the glass bottom boat, right? So this is so Paula wanted to go out, whatever it was, $60 a person, whatever Paula wants, Chinese, whatever, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So
that's why my kitchen hasn't been done in 21 years.
Here's
wow.
Here is what the guy said to us before the boat went out.
Yeah.
It's very bumpy today with a capital B. Bumpy with a capital B. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Okay. Right. We go out of the inlet. We get out there. Now, Richie, the boat is going like this, right? I'm in the front like in the movie Titanic, right? Just up there to ride it out like I'm on it.
Yeah.
And here's now the glass bottom is underneath, right? It's underneath. So people have to go down the stairs to go to the bottom of the boat now. And just when the boat was the rockiest, and there was a lot of senior citizens, go downstairs, he makes the announcement. People are falling down. I'm making rescues on the boat. I'm catching old ladies. The boat is going.
Lucky you were there.
Sick. She was almost puking. It was worth the money. So avoid that.
You had full day out there.
Worth the money.
Now we went out to dinner. You know, Richie, that I'm a big tipper. You know that I want to be a big tipper. I want to be a big tipper.
Wow.
Richie knows.
You have to bring Paula on your show one night, and we can get all the real facts.
I was going to say the same thing. I think we have to have Paula on. on the
This is the
show.
only chance I get to talk. That's why I do the show. That's why I do the show. So
Yes.
we go out to dinner, right, Rich? What's a good tip these days? Used to be 15% when we grew
20.
up.
You have to
Now
give
it's
at
more
least
20%. Roseanne, correct?
20% at least.
All right. But see, Paula tips everyone. She tips the busboy. She tips the guy walking by at the next table. She's tipping everybody, right? And she always checks my tip and adds another $5 to $10. Bobby, how you doing? Adds $5 to $10.
Right.
The thing is, she doesn't do the math when it's an odd number. You know what I mean? If it's $75, she's not going to figure it out.
Oh, I got you. Yes.
So I short the tip because I know she's going to bump it up.
Add on top of it. Right.
Yeah, yeah.
And you don't think I know that?
She doesn't. You don't know that.
I know that.
You don't know that. So, did you find Rich? Did you find my turtle?
He's got the video. He's got it. So let's run it because we got.
So let's John.
I took this video for Bobby and Roseanne and Richie. I wanted you guys to be with me out here. I'm having such fun.
Yeah.
And one of the things I'm enjoying is the turtles, the beautiful turtles that Key Largo is known for. Do you want to see the turtles that I took a picture?
I want to see it.
Yes, I
definitely. Turtle, a girly girl turtle, turtle.
Colorful and delicious. Colorful.
Look at that.
Now, hello, Teresa. Now, sorry about Zoom having you Zoom in tonight. You know, Richie wanted you in studio, and Butch said, "Yeah, no, have us stay home."
I'm 10 minutes away.
It's not right, Teresa. Now, here's another thing that they're famous for out here, guys.
Hammer's right here.
Roosters.
Yeah.
Live in the bushes. So we went to church Sunday morning, and as we're walking that beautiful, quiet morning, the church is beautiful. A rooster pops out of the bush and scares the crap out of me. I was cursing going into church. I'm like, oh my God. And he's like, ah! They come right out of the just like
going
that.
after you.
They're scary. And then the iguanas, what are they called? The iguanas, right, guys?
Chameleons?
Some of them are this big.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sitting by the pool watching them, come around. I don't know.
Maybe Florida's not for you.
And I rented a bike. I told you I rented a bike, right? I did.
Yeah. Have you been swimming every day?
I've been listen, Roseanne, you look at me and you go, wow. All the time you tell me, John, you're in great shape. I know. You always say it to me.
And I know you love to swim.
I do old man swimming. I don't swim. I wade in the water. I kick my legs. I'm, one of those 45 minutes. But I've been playing pickleball. I've been biking. I've been walking. I'm exhausted. I just want to go home. I'm done.
When do you come back?
I got the bike with the handles up here. That's when you know you're old. Teresa, do you have that one?
Yes.
Aren't they great?
I love them.
But
Roseanne asked you when you're coming back.
I have the banana seat.
Banana seat. Why do you have a banana seat, Teresa?
Why not?
Okay. I don't have a banana seat. I don't. But the handles like this.
Sissy bar on it. Remember the sissy bar?
Yeah.
So you couldn't fall off the bike if a fall was coming.
The sissy bar. But here's the thing, Richie.
Yes, John.
Bikes today, they used to be called what? Boys' bikes and girls' bikes. Am I right?
Yes.
Right.
When you get to be our age, it's a walk-through, step-through bike. It's like the old girls' bike, but it's not for girls only anymore.
Right.
Because we can't pick our legs up that freaking high to get on the bike. It is great. I loved it. I was saying, like, I'm just riding through Kilo. Hey, how you doing? Good morning. Saying hello to people. Right. And the music started.
John ride saddle.
You know where you shop?
John, my parents are in West Palm, and my mother has a tricycle, an adult tricycle.
Wow.
They're cool.
Loves it. She loves it.
I can get one of Teresa in the back. Teresa, if I get one of those, you'd sit in the back.
Would you John,
Oh,
tell us.
We have a minute.
John, salamanders. Salamanders.
Oh, yeah. Salamanders. They
Oh, yeah.
taste good. We barbecued a few. Delish. Am I done? Is this?
What else do you want to, John?
We got to
tell us where you are. We're wrapping up. Tell us where you are next.
Oh, I'm going to Fort Lauderdale.
Oh, you're in Fort Lauderdale. Are you performing down there?
Yeah.
Are you performing down there?
I am not, but I'm setting up a tour.
Yes.
That goes through Florida, and I'm adding a show in Key Largo. And the guy in Key West is from Jersey, I heard, that runs the comedy club in Key West.
Look at that. Making
We'll end up
connections.
Teresa, you gonna buy something with us?
Back in the 90s, I did coconuts in Florida.
Wow.
I don't know what that means.
Back in the day.
I don't know how much time we got.
know
All
what
right,
that
listen.
means.
You don't. We're
Let's wrap it up.
All right, listen, we got to wrap it up, guys. But come see Roseanne and myself and John February 4th. And name the place.
Newark, New Jersey.
Newark, New Jersey.
Comedy therapy.
Comedy therapy.
And what's the venue?
Comedy therapy.
Oh, that's
in Newark, New Jersey.
A new club. That's right.
Yes.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us, everybody. Roseanne, did you have anything you want to close with?
Nope. Thanks for having me.
We had
Always
good
have
stuff.
fun
Thank
here.
you, Bobby and
Thank
Teresa,
you.
for coming on the show. Thank you.
Teresa,
Bye, Butch.
I had
Bye,
your
John.
seat ready, Teresa. I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Old leather gloves, we're slapping in hands. Popcorn and peanuts, we're working the stands. Pink cotton candy, love on a stick. He's chasing the beer that circle the lips. Play ball, play ball. Roll up the bases and smack it right over the wall.
Play ball.
Play ball.